everybody, today I am doing a tag video. This is the questions nobody asked tag. I've got a list of 43 questions here. I haven't pre-read them, so I'm going to just go through the list and answer them. I tag Asio Holiday, that's my friend Kim, and I also tag Amy McLean. I'll link their channels below, and I also tag all of you. So yeah, I'll put the questions below in the description box so you can print them out or look at them on your phone, and let me know if you do your own video. Let me know in the comments. So, do you go by a nickname? So I've got a couple of nicknames. I've got Beatbox, which is a nickname from my best friend Lydia and her partner Phil, and also their kids call me Beatbox. And that's basically because, I don't know, years ago I tried to do beatboxing one time, and I was really good. No, I wasn't really good, I was terrible. And then, yeah, they just started calling me Beatbox and it stuck. Greener was like a, you know, my surname's Green, so Greener is kind of like a nickname from a few people. What else? Me and my best friend Keely, we're big Potter fans, so I'm Tonks, she's Dobby, so they're kind of like Harry Potter nicknames. And yeah, that's it. I had a few like at school, like going back at school, but like they haven't been used for like, I don't know, 20 years, so there's no point going through those. When driving, do you listen to CDs, tapes, the radio, or nothing? I generally have my phone plugged in and listen to Spotify. I put on whatever playlist that I'm kind of feeling in the mood for. I also listen to a lot of audiobooks and also podcasts. Audiobooks that I'm reading at the moment, I'm reading The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. I've always got a Harry Potter on the go as well. I'm currently on the 4th book. Yeah, but that's just like a kind of constant loop. I go through the books all the time. And I'm also listening to The Mists of Avalon. I've read the actual book before, but I'm listening to the audio version now. Love that book. I love anything to do with Arthurian legend. I have a daughter called Guinevere after all. Yeah, recommend that book. Are you a window person or an aisle person? I'm assuming this is like on a train or a plane. I'm probably a window person. I'm not kind of like overly fussed though, to be honest. How do you relieve stress? So I love like meditation, things like that. I've got like a diffuser in my room, so I'll put some kind of Neil's Yard. I've actually got a calming aromatherapy oil, so I'll put some of that in there. But yeah, I'm a great believer in kind of meditation and kind of just having like quiet time and still time. A nice bath with a Lush bath bomb or something like that. Just kind of chilling out, really reading, things like that. What was your favourite childhood TV show? Oh God, there's loads. So used to love Round the Twist, The Worst Witch, Green Claws. I don't know if anyone remembers Green Claws. I know my sister does, but he was like this green like monster guy, but like a nice monster, and he had this his greenhouse had this tree, and an owl lived in the tree, and he would like plant special like magical stones, and like he would grow like a cake tree or like a tree with sweets on or stuff like that, and the owl would hoot to say when it was like ready. Oh my God, I loved that so much. Yeah, Green Claws it was called. The Raccoons. Trying to think of some other shows that I used to watch. God, it's a bit like putting you on the spot here. Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I used to love Scooby-Doo actually. Demon Headmaster when I got a bit older. Blue Peter, love Blue Peter. Yeah, so that's a few. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? So pretty much ever since I was really little girl, up until about the age of 14, maybe a little bit younger actually, maybe like up until the age of 12, I wanted to be a vet. I'm a massive animal lover. You know, I'm vegan now. I wanted to be a vet, and I was certain that that's what I was going to be. And then I got to an age where I then realised I kind of experienced death, you know, animals dying and things like that, and I just like was like a massive like hot mess. And then I just obviously realised that you can't be a vet and having like a full-on emotional breakdown when you're like putting somebody's cat down, or like, you know, or something happens. So I was like, yeah, that's obviously not the job for me. So yeah, so it was a vet for the longest time. What was the best prank you ever pulled off? Like, I went to a boarding school, and we used to do things like our house matron. She would, like, you know, would have like this lovely Christmas tree in our house in like the common area, and we would get like tampons and wet them so they like expanded really big, and like hang them as Christmas tree decorations. It used to drive her absolutely crazy. Stuff like that. We used to like run into the dorms of like the younger years with like tights over our face and like buckets of like wet soggy toilet paper, and just absolutely nail them with it. It was really fun. Things like that. Or like you would get someone's room and you'd like tin foil every single item of somebody's room, like wrap every single thing in tin foil, and then go in there and I'd have to like totally unwrap everything before they could use anything. That was really labour intensive doing things like that though. Yeah, so there's just a couple. If you could have dinner with any three people, whom would you choose? I always feel so much pressure with this type of question. J.K. Rowling, Audrey Hepburn, obviously she's dead. I'm kind of choosing people that are dead or alive. And Channing Tatum. Actually, no, I don't choose him because that's for a different reason. Who would I choose for my third? Oh, sorry about that cat randomly jumping in the back there. I think I'd choose somebody like Philip Pullman. He's like a great author. Yeah, people. I kind of like to speak to people that are like writers and stuff, because I'm like just such a book nerd. So yeah, J.K. Rowling, Philip Pullman, Audrey Hepburn. If you could get back any article of clothing you once wore, what would it be? Oh my god, right. So me and my best friend Nat, we used to like share clothes and like be like twins with our clothes. We had these like, I had these like grey kind of shiny trousers that I used to wear, and she used to love wearing them as well, so we used to like kind of take it in turns wearing them. They were like kind of bootleg, slim fit at the top, bootleg silvery grey trousers. Oh man, yeah, I love those. And we used to like wear like matching turtlenecks. Like I'd wear a blue one, she'd wear a pink one, and like, oh yeah, so lame. But yeah, the trousers, yeah, definitely would like them back. I'd love to be able to fit in them again, actually. If you could hire any actor to portray you in a movie, who would you choose? I don't know. Kate Hudson. I really like Kate Hudson. Older, I would love Maggie Smith. I absolutely love Maggie Smith. But obviously she would need to play me like as an old, you know, when I'm older. Yeah, so her. If you could play any instrument, what would you play? I think I would choose the piano. Yeah, the piano. I can't play any musical instruments, by the way. If you could hear anyone in history give a speech, whom would you hear? Oh, God, I'd probably choose either Martin Luther King or Winston Churchill. Yeah. if you could live in one city for the rest of your life, where would you live? Okay, I'm not a city girl, I'm a country girl. But if I had to choose a city, oh God, let's think about this. Not a UK city. Be in America. I think I'd probably choose New York. Yeah, New York. Not that I've been there, but I just have this, you know, whole Sex and the City vibe in my mind. And I'm pretty sure that it's not like that most of the time. But yeah, I'm going to choose New York anyway. If you could make any fictional character come to life, which would it be? Harry Potter. Yeah, definitely Harry Potter. Oh, no way. See, now I'm going to be torn. Gandalf. Gandalf, Harry Potter. No, I can't choose between the two. It's going to be either Harry Potter or Gandalf. When you were a kid, what did you dress up for Halloween? So, kind of generally it was a witch. I think that was more because my mum wasn't ever really into making costumes, so we kind of just reused what we had. But yeah, we should do things like witches, ghosts. Never did anything like too fancy. Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Closed? What kind of psycho would leave them open? There could be monsters in there. Oh my God, I could not. Does anyone do that? Do people have their like wardrobe doors open when they go to sleep? I can't, like, you'd see like shadows of your clothes and stuff. Like, no way, they have to be closed. If you could be any cartoon character, who would you be? Okay, this is getting deep. God. Miss Piggy. Oh, I love Miss Piggy. And I think I kind of look like her as well a bit. Yeah, Miss Piggy. I'd choose her. Oh, she's not a cartoon. Okay, no, she's not a cartoon. Let's choose... I feel like saying Peppa Pig, but that's because it's on all the time in our house. Guinevere is obsessed with Peppa Pig at the moment. Every time that she is going to watch something, it's always Peppa Pig, Peppa Pig. Yeah, I don't want to choose Peppa Pig because of that reason, because she's on in my house all the time. Why is this question so hard for me? Right, let's think back. Think back of times when I was a kid, what cartoons I watched. Minnie Mouse. Yeah, Minnie Mouse. Do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels? Yeah, I do. I am that person. Have you ever stolen a street sign before? Yes. Yes, I've stolen many. Back when I was like kind of late teens, early 20s, it was like the big craze. I don't know if it's like that anymore, but the big thing when we used to go out was you'd get beer trophies, and like your group of friends, you would, whoever had like the biggest, or not necessarily the biggest, but like the most kind of cool beer trophy would win for that night out. So like, yeah, things I accumulated were like street signs. I also stole a traffic cone once. I remember my dad waking me up one morning. I had a savage hangover and he was questioning me about why there was a traffic cone in the house. And I had to pay the taxi driver £5 extra to take me and my traffic cone home. So, yeah, that was me. Wild child. Absolute wild child. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? Out. I can't be constricted. I need to be able to move my legs around. I feel very trapped when sheets are tucked in. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? What? Oh God, actually I have kind of been attacked by a swarm of bees. When me and my sister went to visit my auntie and uncle in Wilmington, North Carolina, we went to an air show and this guy had this massive black bag and he opened it up and released all these thousands of bees, and they were chasing everybody. We had to lay down on the ground, and then eventually they like settled and got into the big like swarm, and like were hanging from this awning of this food truck. And the woman who was like serving in the food truck, she was like trapped in there like with this massive bunch of bees, and they had to get a man to like smoke them and like catch them again. So that has actually happened. Attacked, what, they're actually attacking me. Obviously the bear is probably going to kill me if he attacks me. But saying that, if I get stung by millions of bees, I'm going to choose the bees. I've kind of been there. I feel like I would be prepared. Swarm of bees, defo. Do you always smile for pictures? No, I hate having pictures taken. I have like a few problems when I smile. I never know whether to smile with teeth or without teeth. And also, like, this eye goes a bit funny when I smile, so I look a bit weird. So, I don't know, I kind of smile and I kind of do my head to the side and, yeah. Have you peed in the woods? Yes, I've peed in many a wood. I'm a country girl, and sometimes if you need to pee in a wood, you got to pee in a wood. I don't make a habit of it, let me just put that out there. If I desperately needed to have a wee when I'm out and there was nowhere near to go, I would wee in the woods. It's not really harming anyone. So yeah, I would. What size is your bed? My bed is, I think it's a Super King. Yeah, I think it's a Super King bed. We were talking last night, actually, we need to kind of look into getting a new bed soon. What is the best concert you've ever attended? Right, okay. Brian McKnight was pretty good. Boys to Men were really good as well. I just remembered after I finished filming, Kasabian. Kasabian is the best concert that I've ever been to. Me and Phil saw them last year at the King Power Stadium in Leicester, and it was just absolutely amazing. I've never been to a concert like it. It was in the stadium, the Leicester City Stadium, and we're Leicester City fans, and it was just like the whole atmosphere, everything, how they are live. It's just like, it's brilliant. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly add that in because I remembered just as I finished filming. I really want to try and see Craig David this year. I think he's touring in March and April, but I love Craig David, man, and I think he would, if I went to see Craig David, I think he would end up being my favourite. Yeah, so at the moment I'm going to say Brian McKnight. What is your song of the week? I'm absolutely loving Ed Sheeran's new song, Shape of You. I'm playing it all the time. Love Ed Sheeran. But yeah, that song, love it. Do you still watch cartoons? Yes, I watch cartoons all of the time. I have a 2-year-old, and sometimes it's just the only way that you can get things done, or like 5 minutes a piece. So at the moment we have Paw Patrol, Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig literally rules my life. That little pig, rules my life. She's on all the time. Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom, that's on pretty regular as well. So yeah, I do watch a lot of cartoons. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? Oh God, I really do need to get back into letter writing. I can't even remember. I can't even remember. Years. I can't remember. How many languages can you speak? Only one, English. That's really pathetic. I would love to learn a new language. I will do one day. I'd love to know Italian. I did do French A-level, but I mean, I can't really remember that much. I can do like minimal, kind of try and get away with it if I was like stuck in France and like nobody spoke English. I could maybe order like some bread and some beers. Yeah. So, do you believe in ghosts? Yes, I believe in ghosts. I have seen ghosts. I'm not going to get into too much detail because this is already 24 minutes long and I've still got about 10 questions left. But yes, me and Phil have done like ghost hunts and stuff. I'm all into it. And I've seen various things ever since I was a child. What was your first concert? My first concert was Five. They're a UK boy band. I don't know if people in America or anywhere else heard of them, but they, yeah, Five. They were really, really big in the 90s. Absolutely loved them. Yeah, Five. Cheetos or Fritos? These are American crisps. Definitely not Cheetos, because I think they're like cheese. Fritos. Are Fritos like Walker's crisps? So if they're like, you know, like plain Walker's crisps, then like those. If they're like potato chips, I would choose them. Can you curl your tongue? Yes, I can. Have you ever won a spelling bee? No, we don't. That's not really. That wasn't ever a thing when I was younger. Like, yeah, we had to do like our spellings, but we didn't do like a spelling bee. You'd be given spellings for your homework, and you would either do them or you didn't, and you got marked. We didn't do like competitions and stuff. Did you own a record player? Yes. So I had, obviously a cassette player. God, cassettes, man, weren't they an absolute pain? Rewinding and forwarding, and like, you know, if you like, I had the Michael Jackson Bad album on cassette. If I wanted to get to like the last song, I had to like forward that thing for like 20 minutes to get to the song. Who would you like to see in concert? I've already said Craig David. I would love to go and see him, but I don't even know if he's got any tickets left. So sugar cookies or sneakerdoodles? Sugar cookies. I make amazing vegan ones as well. Can you swim well? Yes, I can swim very well. I actually was going to have swimming as my career, but I dropped out of it in my late teens. I've just recently picked it back up again on my weight loss journey, and I'm nowhere obviously near the fitness that I was, but I am still a good strong swimmer. I just need to build up my fitness on that. Are you patient? No, I'm not. DJ or band at a wedding? DJ, I think. Ever won a contest? Yes, I won this competition when I was younger. I used to subscribe to this magazine called I Love Animals. I had a competition and you had to draw a picture of your pet and like write a little poem. And I sent it in a picture of my cat, Ginger. Oh, may he rest in peace. And I won like this whole like massive encyclopedia set of like wildlife animals. And they're in these massive folders, about 10 of them. Yeah, and I remember just like, wow, I've won a competition. It's amazing. Do you have kids? Yes, we have one daughter. Her name is Guinevere, and she turned 2 in January. Do you want kids? Well, obviously, yes, but we do want more kids. At least one more. You know, I think it's nice for kids to have brothers and sisters. So we definitely will have at least one more kid if, you know, we're blessed to have them. So yeah, that's all the questions. Sorry that I rambled on a bit there. That took a bit longer than I thought it was going to be. I need to go and get a drink because my throat is dry as a bone. I'm going to leave these questions in the description box. If you do answer these, do it as like a response video to me. And yeah, I tag Kim from ASIO Holiday and Amy McLean to do this video. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. If you've got any ideas for me of other videos or other tags that I can do, please put them down below in the comments, and have a great day. Bye.